Viruses and subviral particles are tested in the biological and biochemical foundations of living systems section. The MCAT isn't looking for every tiny detail of virology. It's focused on how viruses replicate, how they interact with hosts, and how unique agents like prions and viroids challenge our definition of life. If you understand these concepts, you'll be ready to spot the high-yield connections that the exam loves to test. Virus structure. Viruses aren't living cells. They're genetic material, either DNA or RNA, wrapped in a protein shell called a capsid. Some also carry an envelope made from the host cell's membrane, which helps them infect new cells. Replication. Obligate parasites. Viruses can't reproduce on their own. They hijack a host cell. The steps are consistent: attachment, entry, replication of their genome, assembly of new particles, and release. Two big pathways matter for the MCAT: the lytic cycle, which bursts the host cell, and the lysogenic cycle, where viral DNA integrates into the host genome and lies dormant until activated. Bacteriophages. These are viruses that target bacteria. They inject their DNA directly into the host and can switch between the lytic and lysogenic cycles. On test day, remember the phage tail fibers and sheath, unique structures that allow infection of bacteria. Viral genomes. Viral genomes are incredibly diverse: DNA or RNA, single-stranded or double-stranded. Retroviruses like HIV are a special case. They use reverse transcriptase to turn RNA into DNA and permanently integrate into the host genome. Diseases and vaccines. Viruses cause major human diseases: flu, HIV, COVID-19, the common cold. Vaccines help by training the immune system to recognize viral components before infection. They can be live attenuated, inactivated, or subunit-based. For the MCAT, focus on the immune response and how vaccines prevent future infection. Antiviral medications. Antivirals don't kill viruses outright. Instead, they target replication steps, blocking entry, inhibiting reverse transcriptase, or preventing viral release. Prions. Prions are proteins gone rogue, misfolded proteins that force normal proteins to misfold too. They don't have nucleic acids, but they're infectious and cause fatal neurodegenerative diseases like Creutzfeldt-Jakob. On the MCAT, remember, prions equals misfolded proteins. Viroids. Viroids are even simpler: small circular RNA that infect plants and disrupt normal gene expression. They don't code for proteins, but they replicate inside host cells. Host specificity. Viruses don't infect everything randomly. Their surface proteins bind only to specific receptors on certain cells. That's why HIV targets CD4 T cells and why influenza targets respiratory epithelium. Specificity is key. Emerging viral diseases. Finally, emerging viruses. New or previously rare viruses that suddenly cause outbreaks. Think Ebola, SARS, COVID-19. The MCAT doesn't test names, but it does test the principles: rapid mutation, zoonotic transmission, and global health impact. Viruses and subviral particles test the boundaries of life. On the MCAT, the key isn't memorizing every virus. It's understanding how they replicate, how they spread, and how unique agents like prions and viroids fit into the bigger picture of biology. With that said, here are just a few of our student success stories: students who improved their scores and even got into medical school. If you're preparing for the MCAT, click the link below to get started with your own preparation. We specialize in helping students reach a 515+ score guarantee, and we'd love to help you too. And don't forget, subscribe to our channel for more MCAT breakdowns like this, and follow us on Instagram for extra tips and resources.